Hi, I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Ben.
Together we're 15 Degrees North.
Today we're going to show you the sights and sounds of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a delicious cream cheese snack that's just divine when spread on a bagel or crumpet.
Oh, aren't you hilarious?
Philadelphia is also a city in Pennsylvania in the northeast of the USA.
Much better. Halfway between Washington DC and New York, it is the sixth largest city in the country and was once its capital city.
Founded in 1682, Philadelphia is very unusual for the US in that it's a historic city with historic sites and feels, well, pretty historic.
In the 18th century, it was the largest city in the colonies, which made it the natural place for revolutionaries to come together and plot the overthrow of the British.
As a Brit, I find that quite triggering.
Those revolutionaries would later become known as the founding father of the United States of America and included George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and some guy called Alexander Hamilton. Have you heard of him?
Oh, he's in that musical, Chicago.
Correct. The Declaration of Independence was adopted here. The US Constitution was ratified here. Basically, until Washington was declared the new capital in 1800, everything of note that happened in the US at that time happened in Philadelphia.
And they celebrated by creating a beautifully creamy soft cheese.
The city follows a perfectly symmetrical grid pattern which was established in the 17th century.
Its main routes cross due east to west and north to south, intersecting at the City Hall, which sits right in the middle.
Everything else sits in neat little city blocks in each of these quadrants, which on the one hand very American in its efficient city planning,
but on the other, its older architecture and narrower streets makes it feel distinctly European, and you can see both the British and French influence all over the city.
While much of the city's skyline looks like a typically American city with tall blocks and towering skyscrapers, on the ground you'll find cute little remnants from the past, just like this perfectly preserved street from the 18th century.
What's quite funny about this place is that if it'd been in Europe, we wouldn't be finding it that remarkable actually, as it's quite normal. It looks pretty British, in fact. However, sitting here in the middle of Philadelphia, it looks kind of out of place, and I see why it's notable. One of the city's most iconic sites is the Love sculpture, which is a reproduction of Robert Indiana's piece that was erected here in 1970. But why is it here, I hear you ask?
Well, the word Philadelphia literally means a city of brotherly love. Brotherly love. Love. Do you get it? Love?
I don't get it. So what did you think of Philadelphia then?
Yeah, well, it was much better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like the art and culture around it, the food scene is great, lots of people out and about drinking.
I think we had fairly low expectations having been to New York and Washington, but actually it holds its own, doesn't it?
Pretty cool. If there's one thing that everyone consistently says about Philadelphia is that it's a foodie city.
And nowhere is that more evident than here at Reading Terminal Market.
Everything that you would expect is here. Food from around the world, yummy snacks, coffee, cakes, noodles, burgers, pizzas, fresh produce, deli goods, you name it, they have it.
Do they have Philadelphia cream cheese?
Well, we found a store that sold cream cheese bagels, so yes, they do.
Yummy.
But of course, the thing that we, like everyone else, is here for is the famed Philly cheesesteak.
And we cannot recommend it highly enough.
It might just be steak and cheese mixed together in a baguette, but I can confidently say that is the best thing I've put in my mouth.
Better than Philadelphia cream cheese?
Oh, shut up. For all of you movie lovers out there, Philadelphia is also home to one of the most iconic film locations in cinema.
The 72 steps outside the Philadelphia Museum of Art feature in the Best Picture winning boxing movie Rocky, in which Sylvester Stallone undergoes rigorous training there prior to fighting the world heavyweight champion.
In this scene, he sprints to the top of the steps, and the statue at the top of these today mimics his pose when he reaches the top.
And obviously I couldn't resist recreating an iconic moment of movie history.
The statue itself was gifted to the city by Stallone, which is a bit like me giving a statue of myself to Manchester City Council.
Except Stallone is an international movie star and you're just a Frenchman with a Yorkshire accent.
Well, excuse me, but that makes me pretty unique.
Inside, the building is actually home to a pretty impressive catalogue of art from all around the world.
We came here for the steps but ended up stumbling across Van Gogh's Sunflowers simply by accident.
And I needed a wee, so I found Duchamp's signed urinal.
And the rest is history.
We visited Philly as part of our trip to DC and New York, so we arrived with pretty low expectations, thinking it would be the poor sister to these two iconic cities.
However, we were actually really surprised with how much there was to see and do here.
So the moral of this story is, don't overlook Philadelphia. Come and see it for yourself.